If you're a fan of the Evil Dead franchise, then you're probably aware of the new movie, Evil Dead Burn, being directed by Sebastian Vanacek, and I'm excited, but I'm also a little worried for the future of the franchise. I love the original Evil Dead movies and the Ash vs. Evil Dead series, but I can't help but feel like these new installments are missing a key ingredient from what makes Evil Dead Evil Dead. 2013's Evil Dead I felt was decent. I enjoyed the callbacks and the references to the originals, and you can tell the movie was really going for that 1981's Evil Dead feel. By the end of it, I feel they had earned the title Evil Dead. It felt like a fresh and new installment to the franchise. It didn't stray far from the source material, but it still had its own legs to walk on. Evil Dead Rise was a pretty big miss for me. I rewatched it a few days ago, and the movie had me on board for about half of it when the demon ends up in the hallway. And I guess there's a scene a bit after where one of the kids' cuts gets infected, and it's very on par with the first Evil Dead stop motion scene of Linda's stab wound from the pencil getting infected. But other than that, the other half of the film fell flat on its face for me. It felt very generic, and the things they tried to deliver on just didn't hit. I think the end demon was cool, but I believe what was supposed to be the money shot of the movie did not deliver at all. Big spoiler alert for the end of Evil Dead Rise, but when our main protagonist, Beth, is fighting this demon, she ends up getting it into a wood chipper, and the wood chipper starts shooting out blood, and the blood starts raining down on her. But the blood looks very light, like you can barely tell it's there. I don't even remember seeing it being there my first watch through, and it's very anticlimactic. Like, you would think they would go all out for what would be their most Evil Dead esque type of shot. Anyways, if Evil Dead Rise was your kind of thing, I'm not gonna yuck your yum about it anymore. But seeing the Formula 2013 and Rise follow of blood, gore, and gruesomeness kind of leads me to why I'm worried about this new installment. The first Evil Dead was clear horror, blood, and gruesomeness, which was great, but Evil Dead 2 seemed to be where Sam Raimi and others set off to really create what would make Evil Dead the giant we know today. Evil Dead 2 kept the horror, blood, and gruesomeness, but with some slapstick comedic twists that really made it more than just another horror movie. And that's what I think is missing from these recent installments. Now, my worry isn't Sebastian's directing. I saw Infested just a few days ago as well, which was his directorial debut, and I really enjoyed it. It's his vision for the movie that worries me. In an interview, he has said, "I told the studio I wanted to make a nasty film, a film that hurts, from which you come away tested." As I've said, The Evil Dead was gruesome and gross, but I feel like that wasn't the main ingredient. I mean, Evil Dead 2 was practically an entire retelling of the first movie, but with comedic elements. We have Ash being drenched with the blood fountains from holes in a wall, Ash fighting his own possessed hand, and a frickin' stop motion scene of Linda's corpse dancing. It's a franchise that's self aware, doesn't take itself too seriously, and has fun while pushing the boundaries of being gruesome and gory. Like Doom's game director Hugo Martin has said about the inspiration Evil Dead has brought to their franchise, it's not about a slow trickle of blood out of someone's slit wrists. It's a fountain of Hawaiian punch out of their neck. I hope I am wrong, though. I do hope Sebastian Vanacek creates the best new installment of Evil Dead we've gotten so far, and creates a new blueprint for future installments to follow. Either way, though, I am very excited, and I will be watching it in theaters. That's it for this Yap session. If you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good night, day, wherever you are.